Hello everybody, Neil Bednar here, Lake Jackson, Texas, and I wanted to put this quick video together and tell you about what most people consider is their single greatest fear. Well, that's got to be speaking on stage or public speaking, stage fright, whatever you call it, a phobia, whatever you call it. Now, one of the greatest resources that I've heard of recently, and I joined here just about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, is Toastmasters International. Now, you might have heard about it. It's essentially just a group of people in your community or neighborhood who get together once a week usually and practice giving speeches and speaking spontaneously. Well, I'd heard about this, I don't know, a year ago or so, and I didn't give it much thought. But as time goes on, I realized that a lot of people have this fear. Now, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't get embarrassed very easily. So I'm willing to talk in front of people, and it doesn't matter. I mean, of course, I get nervous or feel stressed, but it's just not something that has ever been a big fear of mine. But I know that a lot of people suffer from this. I know a lot of people say they can't sell or present because of this fear. And Toastmasters is just an excellent way to slowly and methodically, I guess you'd say, get over this fear, learning to communicate, learning to prepare and organize your material and deliver your material in a good, effective way, and do it in a small group setting where you're less likely to feel that apprehension and that fear. So I wanted to tell you about it. It's an excellent resource. I don't think it's more than maybe $40 a year. It might be $40 every 6 months. It's very, very cheap. There's clubs all over the country. I want to say there's 80,000 members or something just in the United States. I could be wrong, but there's a ton of clubs. I've visited 2, and it is a ball. I mean, you just have a great time learning these skills. And the great thing about it is you're evaluated on each speech that you give by other members of the club. Now, they provide good constructive criticism, and they also tell you what you're doing right, and they also critique your speeches in a way where not only do you get over your fear, but you learn key skills when it comes to public speaking, such as not putting your hands in your pocket. I have a bad tendency to kind of rock back and forth when I speak, and I'm a naturally high energy person, and I've done it all my life as far as I know. And they help you get over these skills, looking people in the eye when you're talking. Cannot get over these skills, but they help you develop these skills, looking people in the eye when you're talking, shifting your focus from one audience member to the other so that you're actually addressing the whole group. So these are great attributes and great characteristics of a good public speaker, and Toastmasters is an excellent way to develop these skills. So I wanted to bring that to you. I was able to go to another meeting tonight. It was a blast. I actually had to get up in front of everybody and tell a joke. Well, I hadn't thought of a joke, hadn't prepared a joke, and it was amazing how, as I walked to the lectern, that a joke pops in my head, and I pulled it off. But it's great to be spontaneous. It's great to be put on the spot like that and exercise, face that stress, face that apprehension, and learn to get over it. So I wanted to share that with you, just a few minutes. Now, if you're in marketing or in sales, or if you're an entrepreneur of any type, this is a great skill to have, especially if you're training a team. So what I'd like to do is both encourage you to check out Toastmasters and also learn from people who have overcome this fear already. That is, to me, one of the best resources you can get is connect yourself with other entrepreneurs. I'm going to leave a link down below to our team training we do once a week, and check it out. Take your time, put your name and email in there, and you can attend these webinars. They're usually recorded. You can catch them weekly, every Wednesday night, I believe, and you can watch them at your own leisure. So again, I encourage you to overcome your fears. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a matter of practice, and you can't do it unless you face it. So you have to face that fear. So again, Neil Bednar, Lake Jackson, Texas. Wish you all the best. Bye bye.